Let's get into the smoke a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I think you posted some pictures of y'all on Twitter.
Yeah.
Mind you, I had just been over there.
The night before?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's literally
yes.
crazy. My baby daddy's pool party.
I do apologize about that, and I still want to, like, to this day.
You're good.
I just don't even. I mean, that's your child's father. Y'all know how niggas get. Like, my heart dropped in my. I didn't even know what to do. So, did anything or not?
Girl, you know. Girl, you know. Don't
look. Okay. Truthfully, we did. Whose side are you on?
I can laugh too. But Ciara really wanted to. She really wanted to fight me. I was like, I can't fight.
No, I wouldn't even recommend that. She kicked me so hard, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, like I damn near flew.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Jasmine, and I'm back with another video. As you can tell from the title, I'm doing something that I probably couldn't imagine myself doing in a million years. This was a couple years ago, but the journey that I'm on in my life has a lot to do with healing, forgiving, letting things go, and I feel like this is a great time. I think I'm in a good headspace, in a good, mental space to be able to link up with this person and talk about what happened between us. Also, guys, I know I haven't been posting like that, and it's because I really have been focusing on myself and my healing and like what I want to post and what I want to put out. And like, you just go through a transformation when you are going through your 20s. And it's just like from one year to the next, I'm constantly evolving and growing and learning. So I feel like now I'm just trying to find myself, work on some things, and just come back the best me possible. But today I'm excited to finally put my differences aside with this person and have a sit down and talk. So I'm about to head over to where we're meeting, and I am just gonna pray real quick. Dear Lord and Heavenly Father, I pray that there is nothing but positive energy between me and this person, and I pray that you allow us to hear each other and forgive and just move on from this situation. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. I always pray before I go into situations because nobody can help me but the Lord Jesus Christ himself. Okay? Okay, let's go. So Ciara hit me up not too long ago and asked me if I would be willing to do a YouTube video with her to kind of just clear the air and just be on some mature new vibes since we were able to squash our beef off camera. My video is going to be a little bit different from hers because I have a couple questions and things that I want to address her about. I did want to kind of give a little bit of background information. Back in 2021, I met Bentley, and he and I kind of instantly had a connection. And our connection went farther than it should have before I found out that he had a girlfriend. After that, I felt like she constantly antagonized me. Instead of fully holding him accountable, it was all the blame was on me. And I really didn't appreciate that because I'm a narrative is being put out about me that is just not true, because it's there's so many sides to a story and then there's the truth. Today, I definitely want to kind of clarify some things with Ciara because throughout the years up until really the beginning of this year, I would constantly have run-ins with Ciara where she would constantly try to fight me. She would say things about me on social media. She tried to mess with my baby daddy. It was just so many things. And then when I was in a relationship with Bentley, I felt like she went out of her way to try to make me uncomfortable, to try to just she was gonna do to me what she felt was done to her. And I kind of just let Ciara say what she wanted to say because I understood where she was coming from, but I also just felt antagonized. Nobody can bully me, but in a way I felt like she just always just found a way to try to get back on me. It just was exhausting, it was tiring, and I just never even really wanted to give it my energy from the beginning because at the end of the day, when I got in a relationship with him, it was way after they broke up, and then it was still a thing where I felt like she was harassing me. That's honestly what it felt like. I felt like I was being harassed. I don't know. I kind of just want to sit down and have a conversation with her and address her about a couple things. I'm just in a place in my life where it's like, I'm not doing this. I'm not fighting. I'm not coming out of character. I'm not going back and forth over a boy who's probably telling you one thing and me another. So today I'm nervous, but I am excited to, get answers and get clarity and move on. Me and Ciara just got done filming her video, so make sure you guys check that out on her channel. That's Ciara Monet.
Hey y'all.
We are a little drunk.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, we got it. Go ahead.
Period. So if you guys have watched her video or haven't yet, then you know that we just discussed a lot of growth and maturity here. But what you guys don't know, I'm gonna fill you guys in a little bit, is me and Ciara have had drama or beef with each other, whatever you want to call it, since like 2021, maybe 2022.
So wow.
Do I insert clips or not? I don't know.
It was a while ago.
Today, we kind of had our like growth talk, but now we're gonna have like a little bit of a clarity talk.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of clarity on things, maybe because I know I'm on my healing journey.
Yeah, same.
Ciara might be too. Yeah, so we just like some things that we might want to know from each other that'll clear some things up and help us just really just leave it all in the past.
Exactly.
Even though we have, I feel like we have seen each other out so many times that now that we're just like,
what's
up?
What's up?
Like, you running into you, why you wearing that? So what's up? Let's get into the smoke a little bit.
Okay.
So first things first, I kind of want to address how when you first came onto the YouTube scene, you and Bentley, who is both of our ex, y'all were making videos like making it, saying that basically revealing that he had cheated and like, he wasn't being like very forthcoming about y'all's relationship to everybody. And, you was just like introducing yourself and y'all was like, whatever y'all, what's going on. So I kind of just want to touch base on that. Like, what was that about? Like when you, okay, I'll give you what I thought. I was thinking like, since you saw like there was being a narrative, like people were saying like, oh, you guys look good together, that you were like, no, we need to vet this topic. I'm your girlfriend, respectfully so, and like we need to make this a thing. But I also want to know, like, was your intentions to make me look a certain kind of way? Or what? Let me just let you talk.
Yeah, I think more so, I would definitely say, okay, me and him was living together at the time. I told him that I was going to be making a video. He told me that, that was a good idea to do. I would say it was more so both of what you said, because imagine just being a girl where you're working regular jobs, like I'm working at Amazon, I'm a bottle girl, like I don't know nothing about the YouTube life. Right. You get what I'm saying? So imagine being with the person and it's like he has like a secret relationship on a platform where even my mother can see this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like it was like more so, no, I'm getting this shit, like this is not going on. I gotta let them know. I haven't been being respected in my relationship, and this has been going on behind closed doors. Even though the relationship was behind closed doors, because they like, damn, I didn't even know this nigga had a girlfriend.
So let me ask you, because he, at that time, I feel like he did do like a lot of videos with girls, and I feel like a lot of them were more vulgar than ours were. So what made like me and his videos, like, I don't know, like what made it like, just because like, did you have problems with other girls, or was it just particularly like me and him?
My bad to cut you off. I had one problem with one girl, and it was because like, not to like bash him, because at the end of the day, like me and him are still like, we see each other in passing, hey, what's up, but not to bash him on this platform at all. I don't want y'all to think from her video or my video, but I had a problem with the female that he kept coming in encounter with, where he would do like videos, like it would be kind of like too much, but I didn't know, it wasn't like that big to me. I mean, well, it was big, but it wasn't that big. I feel like with you, I heard it from a mutual friend. I won't say no names, but I heard it from a mutual friend, and he actually kind of like put me on game to like, you know, what was going on YouTube. So it kind of looked like a storyline was going on.
That's what he said?
No, he didn't say that.
Okay.
I looked at it as like, okay, they have multiple videos. Like, it's not just one video where it's like, okay, this is such and such. He was filming with her at the mall. You know, like shit he used to do. It would be more so like, while I'm at work, this is what the fuck you're doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, damn, like, I shouldn't have to, I don't know. It
feel like you're creeping.
Yeah, exactly. So it was like, that was the thing. And then it just looked like, you know, just imagine reading comments like, oh, like y'all look good together. Like you say, like,
and this is your man.
Yeah, and this is my real boyfriend. Like, little do y'all know, like, even through the mall videos and all that, that was still my boyfriend. So it was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already dealing with this. Yeah. Now I gotta go back and deal with this, like a specific person where it's like, and then I don't know, but the chemistry between y'all was there. Yeah. So just imagine how I'm looking at it like, damn, like they vibing, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I have to go home and lay with this nigga. So it's like, yeah, now we have a problem.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, so yeah, that was more so me. I didn't want to really make you look bad, but it was more so like, okay, I have to put this out there because then eventually, however I come out, because I've been wanting to do YouTube, I just didn't know how to do stuff. Yeah. However I come out, it's gonna be like, well, who are you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this who he been with, like, who the hell are you? So it's like, yeah.
And during that time, I was dealing with a lot of stuff because it wasn't even necessarily like just that, but I was just like, people just kept trying to like paint a narrative. Because I remember you even did a video with the other Jazz, and when y'all were like speaking on me, I was like, they don't even know me. Yeah. Like, people on the internet will say like, like, Jasmine, you're this, you're that, and I'm like, you really don't know me in person. Yeah. Like, you don't know who I am, or, you know, because I'm not the type of person that I'm just like, if a guy tells me up front I have a girlfriend, I'm turned off. Like, I don't want to talk to you, like, because I don't want my boyfriend to be talking to another girl and have me feel some type of way. But with him specifically,
oh, wait. Sorry to cut you off right here. Another reason why I actually even felt the need to put the video out is because he told me that you knew. He said he told you that he had a girlfriend. So I was more so like, okay, so you told her and she still was okay with being with you, like you had a girlfriend, you know. So it's always like it's always that
he admitted after I already knew, like after I already seen your comment and investigated it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's that's not telling me. Yeah. And then at that point, I already knew like shit was already kind of deep at that point. Well, not deep, but it was just like we already like done. Like we already had like made a connection, so it's like, what do you mean?
Exactly.
But even still, like when me and you had went back and forth, I blocked him. Like I blocked him, and I did not want to speak to him at all. He had did like a Q&A or something where he mentioned me, and I think this is why y'all were still dating. And I had texted him, and I was like, please do not speak about me on your platform anymore. And then from there, like, he was arguing with me, and then he asked me to, like, link up with him. So me and him had, like, linked up. He just, like, apologized for what happened because I'm just, like, you know, like, realistically, people are coming to me and making me feel like I'm just crazy or I'm a villain.
Exactly.
But I'm not willing to get on YouTube and make a video about this and explain my side either.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it was just, like, you know, we became cool again. I think y'all were still dating, but at that point, the club situation had already happened. Which, if y'all don't know, way back then.
Wait.
The first club.
Okay.
The first club.
It was somebody's birthday, right?
Vaughn.
No. Okay,
DJ
yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ciara caught me outside, and I had my arm in a cast. I just got surgery like 2 days ago, and Ciara, like,
it's not funny, y'all, but like, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about it.
I can laugh too. But Ciara really wanted to. She really wanted to fight me. And I told her I was not gonna fight her because, girl, I'm like, girl, you see my ass, so I remember she said to me, "Don't come outside with your arm swinging."
I'm like, yo, like, oh my god, I think that was really like my first time seeing her outside. So I'm like, oh, I know that ain't who I think it is walking down there with them heels on.
But she came and she pushed me, and like I kind of stumbled, and I was like, "What?" She said something to me, and I think like you tried to slap me, but I had like moved back, and I was like, "I'm not doing this." I walked off, and then she kicked me or something. Oh my god! I was literally I was on my phone. I was on my phone like on Google. How can I kill somebody
and get away with that shit?
I was just like, girl.
Yeah, that was my days where
I was really not trying to talk to him. He literally, there was like so many times where he just would be coming back to me, and at that point, after all that, I was like, now I don't care.
Yeah, like, of course.
Like, at this point now, I don't care.
Of course,
because you know of the drama.
Niggas are so funny. Even then, I remember calling him, and I'm like girlfriend here, like she outside. Y'all know how niggas get. All right, so it's like, listen, like whose side are you on? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you on my side? You on her side? Like, are you on both? Like, I don't. It was like an in the middle thing. So
no, I also don't know if you remember this, but I remember one time when this was like before I seen in person too. I was on Instagram Live and I was like, "Oh, y'all, I look so fat today." They're like, "Oh, you pregnant? You pregnant?" I was like, "Yeah." They clipped it, made a video, and I was like, "Who's the baby daddy?" And you made a story, and I was
that's how I ended up coming on your Instagram because I was out. I was doing a photo shoot. I remember this shit like yesterday. I was doing a photo shoot and I seen that, and when I seen his name, I instantly like went into like my heart dropped in my ass. I didn't even know what to do. So I'm like, oh, okay, like this was going on. So it was more so like that was the problem. That was the real thing right there. That's what made it hot. But mind you, I had already, and I don't know if you know, we gonna backtrack a little bit. I don't know if you know, but I originally found out females have intuition.
Yeah, of course.
So I never knew who you were, but after the person that we know told me about it, I kind of just had a feeling, but you know, if like you gonna believe what your niggas say. Like, yeah. So if especially if you don't have the proof yourself. So one day I was just like, I feel like it was like at nighttime. I was like, what did you do yesterday? Like I feel like you did something. And later on, he told me I was right. He told me that I think something happened. Said I asked him, was he? Like I had a dream. Was this nigga was out doing that, and he told me like that was valid. So I asked him, and then I think y'all were downstairs. I think it was you and like two more girls. Y'all were filming a video. Yeah. And he was like asking me if he could take my Ring camera downstairs. And I'm like, not my Ring camera, my ring light. And I'm like, no, like you're not finna film with no girls downstairs with my shit. Like, no. So y'all were downstairs, but I was upstairs the whole time, like pissed. I was gonna come down there and really get on the bullshit, but I'm like, yes. I'm like, I don't even want to do that because I don't want to make an embarrassment out of myself. So I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm about to go out with my friends, and that's just that. So yes, I remember all that shit. It was a lot for me then. But
and I didn't even I was unaware where I was at. I didn't upstairs. Yeah. And it's like you don't do that. You don't invite somebody to somebody's crib when you have a girl upstairs.
Could have came down there and killed y'all. Right. Like everybody. Like even him. Like that. Yeah. Look, we here. So yeah. What was your next question?
Okay. You're so funny. Okay, so do you remember when we were talking and you said like let's meet for lunch, let's talk about what's going on? I think this was after the Twitter drama. Yes. Yes. And you said you was gonna tell me like what was going on. Yes. So I still wonder what was that. What was that?
She get into the smoke.
What was that tea?
She's getting into the smoke. Okay. Oh, I gotta. Oh. Okay. I I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think I had went out with his mom and his cousin.
Yes, and I feel like I was there. I was when you was out. I had pulled up to his house, and then he told me like that y'all was out or whatever. And I think he was telling me to come downstairs or something. You know, he was like, come downstairs.
Yeah, no, yeah. No, I was actually out with them, but I was telling her like, I'll come back there and we can whatever we gonna do, we gonna do. But okay, so basically, me and him, I think we had linked up, and we didn't have I don't know if we did anything or not.
Girl, you know. Girl, you know. Don't
we look. Okay. Truthfully, we did.
Hold on. That's tea for me.
That was me being petty. I was over there. I did go over there. I was with his mom. I was with his cousin. And, yeah, we were doing things. However, it wasn't like an out of spite thing. It was just like a, you know, like in the moment type of thing. But it was more so like, oh, this your nigga? Like, you know, like, of course, me being petty. So I'm sorry, oh, this your nigga, but,
yeah,
you know, so that was that. Like, I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie about this. When he was with you, he would really like, and that's what kind of makes me upset because when I'm not gonna say every time he got a girlfriend because he only had two. It was you and it was another one. Yeah, but every time he would be like stiff, like he would be on some like, nah, like I can't, like da da da. That's one thing I will say. Like he was never on the fence where it's like, come over here, what you doing? Like I need to see you, da da da. You know how niggas be trying to like sneak around. Me going over there was like some spirited moment shit.
Yeah.
But he would always be like, nah, I can't. That's what me up because like nigga, you wasn't doing that when we was together. He was stiff. I will give him that for sure.
That's why when
like,
you say that, I was confused. I'm like, I'd be on that nigga.
I know, like she be beating his ass. I seen that shit.
I do not play with him, but I don't even like to do that anymore. But you know what? I kind of knew because one time, one of my homegirls sent me your story and like you had posted it like a story outside of his apartment. Yeah. So I asked him, I was like, you linking with her?
Yeah.
He was like, nah.
I'm like, she just here, like, okay, yeah.
I was like, let me find out.
But I'm not gonna lie, we had got into like a big altercation because he was like, you like posting TikToks over here, da da da, and that's just me being the petty ex-girlfriend. Like I'm over here, I'm still cool with your mama and your cousins, like who gonna check me? Like you ain't have a problem. You didn't tell me not to come over here. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, shit, like who cares? But
when I saw that, it was
I know.
I was like, we done.
I know.
We done. Go be with her.
He was like, oh my gosh, nigga. I'm like, bruh, shut the up. Nah, but yeah. But that was it. That was all. That's as far as what I can remember.
Like my situation with him is like, you know, when I met him, I felt like he just never like judged me. Yeah. Like, cause people are always like so quick to like form a perception of who I am based off what they see, and I hate that. Yeah. But he like took the time to get to know me, so I felt like we was like really friends. But like I never wanted you to feel like, you know, it was like at you or like I was trying to take your man or I was trying to do this or do that, because my intentions are never to do that. I know what it's like to be hurt. I know what it's like to go through shit and, you know, have a girl on your nigga. Like a girl was on my nigga when I
right.
And I was trying to kill her. Exactly. I was trying to kill her. So it's just like, I already know how that is, but it's just like, you know, when I finally did get with him, the other ex, because she was in the goddamn love triangle too. Yeah. And like when I started talking to him, he was like with her, and I was just like, you can't be. I'm not doing this with you. Like you cannot be with her and be with me. Right. So you're gonna have to make a decision.
So. Funny you say that, because when I think this was like summertime actually, I was, and y'all please forgive me, like I'm in a whole relationship right now, but we just talking.
Yeah, we
just talking. But I was over there one time, and I had spent the night. I remember that I had woke up and I had went to work the next morning. The same day. Yeah, same day. I think he had a pool party, like a big ass pool party. And
me, him.
I think you posted some pictures of y'all on Twitter.
Yeah.
Mind you, I had just been over there.
The night before?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's literally crazy.
Yes, I had just been over there.
He ain't shit. What is wrong with him?
Look, that's y'all boy though. But look, I had just been over there, and I was like, "What the fuck? Like, no way! Like, this can't be. This can't be."
And at that point, that was my nigga.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, like, you know, if that's what it is, and mind you, I didn't know that because I asked him, was he still with the last person? Mm-hmm. And he like, nah, like da-da-da. So I'm like, all right, like, you know, I don't have no guilt to be over here. Like, I ain't sneaking around with a nigga who was my nigga first. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really have no guilt. But it's like when I seen that, it was like, damn, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it was bad. Yeah.
That's insane.
And that's when I didn't go to his pool party. But I went to the other one, and we're gonna talk about that later.
let's follow up. So there was another pool party going on, and that was my baby daddy's pool party. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you how I found this out. So
yeah, I want to know. Like,
basically, one of my homegirls was at the party too, and she told me that she's seen you. Mm-hmm. So I already know, like, you know, not saying a bit. I talk to him all the time. Yeah. So I just already knew. I was like, if she was at this party, I'm already knowing she's going to try to talk to him. Mm-hmm. So I asked him, I showed him a picture of you. I said, you know this girl? And he just told me everything. I met her. It was her and her friend. And they told me that they wanted to do something crazy tonight. And yeah. I won't even go into detail because right here.
Yeah. Just going into that, I'm really so glad, like, nothing really, like, transpired or took place. Mm-hmm. If we're being 100% honest, because then I would have just felt like, okay, like, that was out of spite. For real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to just be out here catching strays out of spite. Yeah. So it was just like, okay, like, you know, we linked, da-da-da, but it didn't happen. It didn't go how.
Wait, so y'all linked outside of the pool party? Hold on. When did this happen?
Wait. You didn't know that?
No. When did this happen? He didn't tell me nothing about this. But
I ain't trying to get him in trouble.
He also be lying. He's not gonna get in trouble at this point. But
he's a liar. These men are liars.
When did this happen?
I don't even remember. I think.
Ciara, we need the tea. We
need the
tea.
It was like sometime like in July. Not of last year, like 2023.
Of like after the pool party?
2023. Mm-hmm.
And what was this about?
I went over there and we was literally chilling. Like, we was literally chilling. I went over there. Okay, yeah. So I went over there, pulled up over there.
Was it to get your phone or something?
He was supposed to help me look for my phone. Mm-hmm. He's a cool person, but I would never take it there. Of that situation alone, I just feel like it was more so just like on some drunk, petty shit.
And I'm gonna say this
because I was drunk.
Out of everything, him. Oh, I was like, she ready to go there. She ready to take it up there.
This the one that's gonna get under that skin. Like, I never knew anything else about anybody else who you've ever, talked to. So I'm just like, this the one that's gonna get up under her skin. And niggas so friendly, they just so easy.
We might not have been able to recover from that. I'm not gonna
like, for real. That though was more so like on some. Even when I called you and told you, like, I genuinely want to apologize. Yeah. Because, like, and don't get me wrong, y'all, I don't apologize when I feel like, hey, I don't give a fuck. But I want to genuinely apologize because I don't like to do shit like that just out of spite. You know what I'm saying? Like, the situation that happened with you and Bentley was like, okay, like, you know, that happened. He decided to go that route. So, I mean, it is what it is. But me, I felt like that was going to be some, like, one thing about it, like, when our car, I'm like, hey, you know what you got to say. Like, I'm giving myself a pep talk, like, okay, tell her, like, for real, I do apologize about that. And I still want to, like, to this day. Because I just don't even, I mean, that's your child's father. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to deal with that person. And it's like, at the end of the day, that's why I say to this day, it's like, I'm so glad.
But yeah, a lot of girls will try to push that button. Not even just you.
One person that he can't go away.
Mm-mm. So were you able to, like, you know, put your pride aside, or like put the differences aside because you moved on, or was it something like you felt like you really wanted to do?
No, I really wanted to do that because even before I got a boyfriend, I had a situation that you don't know about in the club. That the incident that happened between us in the club, it ruined one of my situations before.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So,
like, ruined a guy you were talking to?
So, it's a mutual person that me and Prime know. So I remember you saying on Twitter, like, you was there with Prime, the whole time my nigga was there. Mm-hmm. So I feel like after that, it's like, bitch, get it together, because you're gonna lose a good person behind shit that don't even matter no more. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like it was time to really, like, lay that to rest, because I'm not gonna say I fumbled a nigga, but listen, like, that was a good nigga. And he's like, what are you doing? Yeah, he's like, that's embarrassing. Yeah. You're embarrassing. Why would you do that? Like, you know, like, I don't want to see that type of shit from you, and it's just like, I can't fuck with that. So I was like, damn, like, wow.
I just, in that moment, because I was asking him, I mean, I was like, me and her, I was like, I can fight. He really did not want me to fight you. But he was just like, I was like, okay, me and her can get into it, but, like, there's 6 bitches right now. Y'all 3 niggas better knock every single one of them 5 hoes out. But it's like, y'all are cool with some of them. And it's like, y'all not going to do that. So I'm like, no, it's giving setup vibes. You was saying he opened the door, whatever. I don't know what the fuck he did with his messy ass, but
he definitely opened that fucking door.
When he got out, I guess he unlocked all the doors. But I was just like, you know, I was gonna let him get out there, but I'm like, I'm gonna let y'all know. Like, I'm not even finna fight him. I was like, because in my head I had a plan. I was like, okay. I was like, I can't fight 6 hoes. I just can't.
Hell no, I wouldn't even recommend that shit. If that was me, I'd be, bitch, I'm gonna kill all y'all hoses up.
But it's like, everybody in the car is strapless. Like, I'm not obviously not gonna fight 6 hoes, but the door was open. I said, okay, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm not gonna say a word. I know she's gonna try to run up. I'm just gonna lean back and just kick my feet hard.
And she did. She kicked me so hard, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, like, I damn near flew. So I was like, fuck this. Like, I gotta get Yeah, that was crazy.
You know what? Somebody in high school, somebody tried to jump me before, and that was the only thing that saved me. Was kicking all the hoes. So that's the only thing I could think of doing. You better use that shit. And I was like, okay, I have on boots. I was like, this is what I'm finna do.
I was like, oh shit, like, I'm damn near. Man, I had y'all. I'm not even. That was kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't know. It was just the adrenaline that night.
I'm glad we can laugh about it now.
I know, right? But it was just the adrenaline that night. It was like, I don't like what I'm saying. But yeah, it wasn't about me moving on. It was about the fact that I really wanted to do that. Yeah, it's like, I don't want to continue my life with that, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no drama. If a bitch says she beefing with me, bitch, you beefing with yourself. Because I don't have anything to give to you. You know what I'm saying? So with me and you, I just was like, this can't keep going on. Like, I keep seeing her. Bitch, we could be at church. If I see this girl, I don't want to keep seeing her if I know it's going to be like a problem. Tension. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, he said to me before, he's like, I feel like y'all would be like really good friends because y'all are so similar, but y'all are so hot-headed and
he wanted that before. He told me, he like, I think y'all should really like sit down. Boy, shut up. I'm going to do that on my time. You don't tell me when to do that, because again, that goes back to boosting a nigga ego and boosting a nigga, like, I don't want a nigga to feel like, oh, I did this. I'm gonna do that. So
actually, not at all.
Yeah, when the time was right for me, I felt like, okay, I'm gonna call her so unexpectedly, she not even gonna know. But I definitely wanted to do that. I got it off my chest, and it was like perfect. Great. And I even tell my friends, like, to this day, even when it was my birthday weekend not too long ago, I had seen her at the club, and I'm just like, yeah, like we hugged and everything. Like it's like it's no bad vibes with me. Like I swear, I don't want that, and we shouldn't have a problem where it's like that, because if I could see him and I could say what's up, I shouldn't be beefing with her. Like there's no reason. So.
Yeah, and it's like at the end, I know you get niggas, I know I get niggas. I'm
like, exactly.
Yeah, but you know, I remember.
My bad to cut you off again. I don't want y'all to think it's just because they're not together either. Because if they were still together, I still would have done that, because even when I called her, she told me that she was still there. So like she could tell me today they were still together, but that's just me as a woman, and that's just how I was raised. Like I'm raised by a real woman. Like my mom is a real one. She's not no childish bickering back and forth, want to fight, So
it's fine.
Yeah, so it's like I'm raised by that type of woman, and it's like I feel like growing up, me being the age that I am now, is like I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I can do that and have no type of, I don't care about what this person gotta say. And my friends really commend me for that shit. They be like, that's some real shit. Like a lot of people don't do that. A lot of bitches don't do that. So
no, they really don't. And like this just shows, like, you know, sometimes it just really be like just so petty. And it just be so like, when you remove yourself from the situation, you're just like, you know, we're really just girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Girls are emotional.
Exactly.
We get in our feelings,
right?
But you know, being able to get over it and being able to talk and like sit next to each other, hug each other,
right?
And have no problem is really big to me, because, you know, I'm the type of person where I, like you said, I don't like drama. I don't like beef no more. Like that's not my body in 2025. Like that's just not
like exactly.
So I'm just like. You know, it was a little new for me, because when I tell you, when I fall out with girls, it's like, girl, and
me too.
You know, mind you, we were never friends.
Yeah,
like, fall out,
right.
But it's like, if I don't like you, it's just like, girl.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. Like, let's just.
Yeah, and then being able to like be on the other side, like be in a relationship where the nigga's lying and cheating, and I'm finding out shit is a mess, and I'm looking crazy.
Right.
It's like
exactly.
Wait, hold on now, because I don't deal with shit like that. Like I'm not with the funny stuff.
And then y'all like, I don't know, y'all probably thinking like how this even happened. I literally hit her up. It was just so random, and it was really after I seen her on my birthday weekend. I told her 100%. Like, I mean, I'm like, you want to film this video? I'm like, I told her, if you're not comfortable, I wouldn't feel no way. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not comfortable, if you feel like I don't know this bitch on, so. Yeah. And she told me, like, you know, we figured out a date, and it was just that. I don't think, like.
And, you know, before I got here, I prayed and asked for good vibes.
Yeah.
And asked for, like, you know, good conversation. So, you know.
Yeah.
God listen to the prayers.
Exactly. Yeah. I came with peace. It's no reason for me to be doing that, y'all, I promise.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, I like to keep cute now. Yeah. Like, it was never, So, listen, girls, like, at the end of the day, these niggas ain't shit. Now it's like, I don't know. After I just got a relationship with Bentley, our relationship was like so serious and so heavy. It's just like a lot. So now, it's so hard.
You just know what you want and what you don't want. Yeah. You know what you want and what you don't want. And I feel like don't fall into a situation where it's like you're accepting just anything from a nigga because you know she's showing you attention, like, you know. You know what she went through. So
hell yeah.
Yeah. Any more questions?
I don't think I have any. Do I? Yeah, so we just had a little bathroom break intermission. But basically, that's all the mess we're going to get in today. Basically, I just want to end this video off with giving you a hug. Because I'm so happy that we're able to just leave the past in the past and, like, even hash things out. This is, like, so mature of us.
Exactly.
And I actually love this for us.
I know.
Growth,
yeah.
you're beautiful.
You are too.
You know, thank you. And I just wish you the best. And I know that, you know, we live in a small town.
Yeah. And me, most of all, I just want to say, like, I just don't want this for us anymore.
Exactly.
Like, even with anybody else, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, let me pour a little bit in here.
Yeah.
But I don't want this for us anymore. Even just growing up,
Mm-hmm.
you know, having to deal with females and like drama or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope this is like the last time that
Yeah.
we both encounter such things like this. But
And I hope your life and your relationship and everything else brings you peace.
Same to you.
Thank you.
No, for real.
Y'all, so this was such a great video. Make sure you guys like this video. And I think we're both going to be trying to be more consistent.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm definitely open to, you know, working with you and collabing with you more.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you guys tune into the video we did on Ciara's channel
Yes,
again.
period. And make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to Jazz and to this video.
Period. Okay. We'll see y'all in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.